Joyce. Thank you for watching Joy TV Love. Today we have a special guest. It's one of my very good friend, Nick. You want to introduce yourself?
How you guys doing? My name is Nick Piazza. I am a combat veteran who is also a producer and a college student.
Nice. Do you want to talk about your music?
Sure. With my music, I started out when I was in Germany. I was stationed out there for 2 years, 2012 to 2014. When I was out there, I met my buddy, Sergeant Kennedy, and he was a DJ at all the clubs out there.
Where?
In Germany,
Germany.
Vilseck,
Okay.
Germany.
Okay.
Vilseck, Nuremberg, Regensburg, things like that. Started talking to him a little bit. He started showing me how to mix and things like that. Before I knew it, I was going to different clubs and doing some shows on the weekends, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. But can you speak their language?
No.
But how can you do it? But just music can communicate.
It can, yeah.
Oh, awesome. So how long you been stay like over there?
I was there for 2 years.
Oh.
Yep.
Awesome.
I got there 2012, and then I left 2014.
Oh, okay. So you learn all the skills of how to do like DJ.
Yep. Yep.
That's awesome. And then afterwards, how you reconnected with the music again?
So because of DJing, when you do mixes and things like that, you do remixes, you start making set lists.
Right.
You have to start incorporating your own sounds, your own mixes in there. Because of that is how I got into production. When I came down here in 2014, I met the friend Strap over here, and we were actually working for a Kimco staffing. It was a temp job.
Wow.
And we linked over at Kawasaki. We were working in the mailroom together, and come to find out, he does music and I do music.
Right.
So we got together, and we've been together ever since.
Wow. That's sweet. Like you guys just connected like right away.
We did. Yeah, it was an
That's
instant
awesome.
connection. It was different. At the time, I was more into EDM music.
Oh, EDM.
And he was rap and hip hop. He said, "Have you ever made a rap beat before?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Well, why don't you try it?" You know, and before I knew it, you know, it was a lot easier for me than EDM, that's for sure. It's a quicker process. It's a lot faster. Basically the same thing, just a lot less stems. So it all worked out for me.
That's awesome. So after that, like how long you been start with the music?
Since 2014.
Oh, awesome.
When I went to celebrate recovery for the first time, I was so nervous. I was so scared. But it gave me that realization I still need to continue working. There's still a lot of work just because I'm off the drug, just because I'm getting help. I still have a lot to do.
Because life is continuation.
Correct.
It's no end.
But it only gets better from there on out.
Right.
You know, the affirmations have helped. Being honest has helped. Believing in yourself and doing what you know is right. Trusting your instincts is a big one. Exposure therapy was one thing that helped me. A lot of veterans go through it for PTSD. Essentially, you'll sit into a room, they'll bring you into a dark room, they'll help you learn breathing techniques, the way you sit, your posture, how you're doing deep breathing.
The deep breathing help.
It does.
So deep breathing is part of meditation, right?
Correct.
So do you think meditation help?
I'm not a big practicer of meditation, where I am more of a practicer of the reflection process that I learned during that technique. I don't sit there and do the breathing to meditate. I do exposure therapy. I reflect a lot. You know, I might be creating music or I might be watching TV, and even while the TV's on, while the music's on, because I suffered from auditory hallucinations, I am afraid of silence. Silence.
Oh, science.
Silence.
Oh, silent. Okay,
Yeah.
silent.
I cannot stand when it's quiet.
Oh.
If there's no TV on, if there's no music on, I go crazy. I need to have some type of background noise on at all time. That's a side effect of my auditory hallucinations. I was so used to hearing voices, so used to hearing negative thought, used to being told I'm a piece of shit, used to feeling these thoughts of suicide, that when they're not there, I get scared.
I see.
I feel something's wrong with me. Oh, I'm not trying to kill myself today. Something's wrong with me. I got so used to that I now have to have sound on at all time. Music has been a huge help.
That's great.
For me, everyone's different, and I understand that and respect that. But for me personally, gospel music has helped me out.
gospel music?
Lauren Daigle. I listen to her, and I am man enough to admit it. I love Lauren Daigle. I love her music. I listen to it every night to fall asleep.
That's great.
James Arthur. I listen to that dude every single night.
So now you fall in love with the gospel music. I love gospel music.
I do.
Too.
I love gospel music.
It's very therapeutical.
It is.
Yeah.
And you know, growing up, I listened to all kinds of music. My brothers come from different generations. You know, I've listened to country. I've listened to rap, Cypress Hill, Tupac, Biggie, NWA. You know, my mom listened to Frank Sinatra.
Oh, me too. I like Frank Sinatra.
Dean Martin, Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
You know, that was her generation.
Right.
My other brother was into the indie generation, the 90s. You know, Limp Bizkit, Punk, Cake, Beck. I was into metal at one point. Freaking Hatebreed, Rammstein, Avenged Sevenfold, that weird mix. You know, in Europe I got into pop more, EDM. You know, things like that. The 2000s baby. You know, all kinds of genres, all kinds of music. Through my recovery and the people that I've met through music, I've gotten into other countries' types of music. Listening to music in Korean, listening to music in Vietnamese, Spanish, different sounds, different things just to learn from. Because it makes you more culturally diverse.
Right.
It takes away racism. It takes away stereotyping. It gives you a better understanding of other people, which therefore encourages and strengthens your form of empathy.
Exactly.
You know? For me, going into the neuropsychology field, I'm going to be doing a lot of clinical studies and working case management.
That's great. That's great. So, my name is Joyce again, and this is my special friend Nick, and we are so.
We are so happy to have you here. We're thankful for you guys watching. We're thankful for you guys tuning in. All right, she's going through some emotions right now. You know, it's. We've been friends for about a year or so. You know, so this is something that she's kind of getting a better inside look to who I am. We do want to say thank you for tuning in. To the combat vets out there, it gets better. It does. To the addicts, to the alcoholics, people through traumas, people having all that shit, it gets better. It does. But you have to put in the work. You have to put in the effort to do it. For me, it's music. Music helps me. Music is a godsend. You know, find your higher power. Find whatever you believe in and truly believe in it. You know, it helps me. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't be here hanging out with Joyce. You know, I wouldn't be in this studio. I wouldn't have the empathy that I have, the patience that I have. Believe in yourself and know that it does get better.
And today we are so grateful and so honored to have my good friend Nick, and then he's been so open. This is a great opportunity that we can hear what he's sharing. It's a precious lesson for us. And thank you so much, Nick.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you for doing this. Shout out to joymusiclove.com, Joy Music TV. Subscribe to her on YouTube or Instagram. If you want to follow me, mine is FutureX, Nick Piazza. You can find me on Instagram, SoundCloud, FutureX Productions. Mansion of Mayhem Prod is on SoundCloud. You can find some of the work we've done. My buddy Strap. I want to say thank you to Joy Music Love for helping me find a gig.
Rode here on the bus, now you're one of us. It was magic.